Malo e lelei. Ka hoki ngoa ko uhira mo langi ka nga ta atu I polotu nai. O ko lele mai me perehake, fua motu, tata mo tonga. Pea mo loto foa, no muka haapai. Ko e ngā we o whakate whito I no ngāhui o ko roatu o whanua ko ia o Tonga, o ko iroa ko I Ngatu. Talu me e mau whanga kui, hea o mai ki he ahoni, o ko ki ta taupe hono mahu inga. I grew up with my nana and I will follow her like everywhere. Go to Uta, so Uta is where all the plantation are, to where they do ngatu making, where all the elders and all the aunties get together. I'll just sit beside her and she will do her thing, and on the other hand I'll be like, oh, can I try that? Can I do that? And she will let me experience that. That's how I got to be introduced into the craft of ngatu making and kopesi making. I wanted to keep doing what she does, keep making what I grew up watching, what I learned from my grandma. So the kopesi that you're looking at, the one that I did for the show, that's a Tongan traditional kopesi titled Kalo. The kopesi was influenced by a mapa fruit from my village, from the village of Perehake. The king of the village, his son was exiled to Fiji. I chose to use that kopesi for the show because it shows my relationship to my village. So tapa is the Western term that everyone uses, but the Tongan term is ngatu. Ngatu making, the process called kokaanga. And so, all the elders sort of get together. When they do their making, they have this kopesi, or the kopesi that they want to trace off. Have it at their table, place it down with an undyed backcloth. So that in Tongan is whetaaki. So this is the contemporary material called pepa kokaanga. So the inner bark of the candle nut tree, that's the one that we used for the brown dye that we rubbed on top of it. But for me, I use material that I have access to. So I use brown charcoal, pastel charcoal. So I use them as my ink, this little thing here. Two separate kopesi that I've sort of put it together. Yeah, so these two kopesi are drawn out from my church, the church that I grew up, like me as a Christian in church and that. So yeah, picking up different elements for who I am. I started making my own ngatu 2019. That's when I started my master's project. And I realized that some of the stories that I wanted to share with everyone, it was only meant to be shared between me and my grandma, between me and my family, between me and my friends. And I wanted to create something that could tell the story without me telling you the story. So kopesi was one of the elements that helped me create my own ngatu. The transforming of form of language of words into form was the best option for me. O ikai ka kato ai ngatu ka orewa ki aiki ai hakupesi. Ngahi o ngatu o ku kawia he tufunga ni ma mea a ka kaitonga. Ko e kukui ana vainga pauta, ko e whiwhine ko ka anga. Pea na agmanu ia whiunga ke wako mea teia.